Mr. Get Right. I love him. I met him on I think my Instagram profile, like earlier this year, Mr. Get Right. I love that man. Like I love his personality. Like whoever he with, whatever he has, may God prosper him. I'm not, just because I post men on my Facebook page, that's none of your goddamn business. Go heal yourself. Because I'm not gonna sit here and explain to these low vibrating people who I post on my page. You do not control my life. I'm not sorry. You want to so bad. Go worry about controlling your life and worry about healing yourself. Let's get in a different place. Man, and it's structured, man. So the connection of the lizards in my vision, in my dream, in South Carolina, and to actually see that at the gym, the African gym show, with the lizards on top of the African head, y'all ain't ready for the truth. Y'all keep saying that these other people of nations are this to y'all talk about it, make me fearful. I didn't know. I thought everything was like what y'all say it is, and it's not. It's not. You do not know. A lot of y'all don't know the truth, and y'all are being blasphemous. You gotta question why people are trying to shoot up in the sky. What the depiction of this African man and his structures, man? So the connection of the lizards in my vision, in my dream, in South Carolina, and to actually see that at the gym, the African gym show, with the lizards on top of the African head, y'all ain't ready for the truth. Y'all keep saying that these other people of nations are this to put fear in us of who we are, of who our ancestors originated from. And not everybody is gonna be scared of who we are. Because who we are that you make to look like all this demonic shit is coming to destroy the evil ones. I'm not sorry. So I want to go back out and show you. If you look up top, you will see my name, Kayla Me Love, right? And that's me inspiring myself, to love myself. Okay, that's not, my name is not put up to impress any of you. That does not need to be impressed. All right, people have the gift of feeling impressive within themselves. Validation is not needed. So what I'm showing right now, this date is September the 15th, 2022. Now I'm going to go back out and go to my YouTube. And I want you to see that I'm not a liar. I don't have to prove anything to any of y'all. I am separated from family and friends because this, for some, the people that does not influence my life, that will not keep creating chaos in my life by their communication secretly, by the things that they do behind closed doors. Everybody is not against me. I am favored, I am protected, and I am prosperous. Anybody that try to come against me or that has came against me falsely, they will have their due justice to come towards them of the issues that they have created and manifested in their life by trying to manifest it in my life. All right? All that naive and low vibrational thinking that people have to control people to believe how they want them to believe, that's not of God. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. You're gonna deal with your own issues instead of trying to create issues in other people's lives because you have not healed. Now, this is dated September the 15th, 2022. Give me a moment. Scrolling.
Finger pointing away to the moon.
Give me a moment. Turn this down. But y'all saw that date. Let me go back out. Let me see if it's gonna let me, because give me a moment, you guys. Give me a moment. I have to keep doing that like that. Give me a moment. It still won't let me
let's see. So that was 2022. Now let's go to give me a moment. Let's go to my YouTube. Now I'm pressing on this to play. Hold on. Let's see. Let's not put it like that. Now this is dated March the 24th, 2023. Now listen. Give me a moment. 7 years ago. Yo, why is this something that I dreamt of 7 years ago in Columbia, South? Yo, why is this something that I dreamt of 7 years ago in Columbia? Give me a moment, y'all. Yo, why is this something that I dreamt of 7 years ago in Columbia, South Carolina? Like this thing. It was actually 17 years ago, not 7 years ago. Now look at what's on top of his head. Where I'm at right now, for the past 3 years, I've been going to a gym show, all right? And it's crazy. It's not in a crazy way like that, but it's ironic. It's fulfilling. It's a vision I had 17 years ago. It's favor. It's protection for me to even walk into this. And this is what I'm saying about the people that's coming against me. You are going to deal with the very same thing that you tried to cause chaos in my life. Now, in my past, I consulted with people like counselors and things like that, not to harm my family, not to harm people in my life. I remember 3 years ago during the corona, I was not able to renew my lease, and they told me I had to leave during the corona. Now, during that time, it was a law passed that people that was not able to pay their rent, they were able to stay in their apartments. I was paying my rent. I didn't have issues with paying my rent. I've been paying my rent on my own for years. I'm not codependent on anybody. I do not manipulate anybody to want to be with me. I'm not going to chase after family. I'm not going to chase after friends. I'm not going to chase after a lover. I'm not going to do that. And I'm going to use this as an example. Say that I'm around my family, right? Or my lover or my female friend. And they invite my family, my friend, my lover, whomever invites me over. And that time was designated for us to be, around each other, enjoying each other's company. Well, I get around my family, my friends, my lover, whoever, and while that time was designated for us, I'm being ignored. And I'm dismissing the fact that I'm being talked to a certain way, I'm being treated a certain way, and I still give them the benefit of the doubt. And so when I decide to speak my piece in a manner of respectfully speaking to them, they don't overstand why I decided to leave. To my family, I ghost them. To my lover, I ghost him. To my friend, I ghost her. But I really didn't, I didn't leave because of I wanted to ghost somebody. I left because you are doing things and saying things in my face. And I think I have allowed myself to be abused too much. I allowed that. So when I decide to say my piece and leave, now I'm the problem. Now, well, she thinks she's better. Far as my, just to use as an example, far as my family. Oh, she thinks she's better. Or my friend girl. Oh, she thinks that she's better than me. Or my lover. Oh, she must got another man. And I don't even have what they say or think the way that they think or saying that I think. I don't even feel that I don't even have, far as my lover, I don't even have another man that I'm going to see. If I'm expressing to my family, my friends, my female friend or my lover that I'm going through a crisis in my life, my family is and my friends and or my friend and or my lover is telling me that I'm a liar. And so I'm allowing myself to be talked to this way and still seeing that the disrespect is persisting in this situation that was designated for us to have a good time. And these are the people that I don't want to be around because they never see what they do to harm or to affect someone else. They're always right. They feel that no matter what they do, They're never appreciated. But you will bring your family gifts. You will clean your family home when you come in to visit them. You will buy your family, pay for their bills. You will buy things for their home and clean their home. You will buy your lover things. You will gift your lover things. You will buy your friend girl jewelry, purses, just from your heart, because you can't buy anybody. It's not about buying anybody. So people that have not healed, sometimes they will try to have you in a box, because in their mind, they're like, I don't want nobody else to benefit from her. I want to keep her to myself. Let me use this as an example. To be around your sibling, your sister or your brother. Your sister or your brother come to visit you. And you've been in that city and state that your family member has came to visit you at. So your family member don't know people like you know people. So you see someone in your passing, you and your sibling, brother or sister you and your brother and sister is walking. And in the midst of you walking with your sibling, someone passes you that you know and speaks and say, hey, well, your sister and or your brother is telling you, don't speak to them. Don't say nothing to them. Why would you have that disposition? Why would you try to be so controlling towards your own family member? It's people in this world, for some, not everybody, we're not focused on it. Whether it's a relationship intimately, whether it's a job, whether whomever, a person in position, certain people will try to keep you in a box to control you. And when you show them that you can be independent, and this is not what I heard, but I have heard it from other people. When you show that you can be independent and you don't really need them, for some, they get offended by it. Oh, I'm going to show her. I'm going to show him. Oh, you think that you can do it without me? Like, I won't, I can't. I will not allow myself no longer to be abused by any entity that a person has allowed themselves to be possessed with. Now, do you see what's on his head? That previous video was in 2022, last year. This is 2023. I'm not a liar. I never met this person that posted this. I don't have friends. I have security, plenty of those. I would never date anybody that, quote unquote, says that they are my security. I have never slept with anybody that I have told that was my security recently, or said that said that they were my security recently. I'm not interested in people that's supposed to be there to help me in that form and fashion. If I come across a man that's in my life, that's my security, because my man is supposed to be my protector, which he will be in my future, and no one can stop that. I don't have a house full of people. I'm getting my own life in order by myself, and I'm okay with that. I'm not going to run after anybody, and no one is going to call me a liar. That has been done before in my face. And I'm going to stand up and speak up about it. You don't have to like it. A lot of people, they live a life, which they should, and they live this life. But some that lives a prosperous life, they try to do things to throw it in your face to make you feel inadequate or less of. When you speak on things to acknowledge things that has happened in your past, not to stay stuck, but to acknowledge the awareness of, whether it's racism, whatever it may be, whether it's hate, whatever it may be, you speak out of your mouth of what's going on, but you don't correct yourself. And you think that a person that is vibing higher, that God has gifted, is going to stay around you when we already know who you are? No one is going to sit around me and be ungrateful to the gifts that I have, that I give them physically and or spiritually. I will not be used by any man or woman on this earth that allowed themselves, that had a choice to treat somebody like they're somebody, or treat themselves like they're somebody. I'm not dealing with the fictitious codependent spirit of a person, mouth work, when your actions doesn't back anything up. Okay? So this is in my previous Facebook, I mentioned that. the lizard on his head. This is what I saw in my vision. I was walking here where I'm at now on that ground where they're at in this picture. And it's called the Gem Show, the African Gem Show. Every year I'm gifted. I don't have what people think that I have. God gives me the things that I need and want. Because when much is given, much is required. I don't speak to downplay anybody. I respect all that respects me. When I fill my bucket up with water and I come back at a reasonable time, I expect, no matter what man or woman says that's on this earth, I expect that water to be in that bucket. If the bucket is empty, I cannot get anything from that bucket, and it's not what I heard. It's me doing the work, wanting to do the work. My life is not boring. I am not a liar, intentionally lying to people to hurt them. I am not impressed with what you have. I am not intimidated by women and or men that speaks what they speak out of their mouth. That's lies, truly lies. I am not impressed with your confused ways. So I'm going to continue. When I say all of them are not demons, when I say people say that they're demons, what I meant to say is that some are ill-willed. Don't quote me on what I just said when you hear this video, because I wanted to say more, but it was short. All of them are not good. All of them are not bad. You have free will, okay? Man has taught you how to think, and you don't know sacred knowledge. You're just seeing this now. These are real people. This is not a painting. These are real people. Carolina, like this thing that isn't on his head, I dreamt of that. And this is true, you guys. That orb that y'all see, a lot of people probably don't see it. This is true. People say they demons, but they're not. So like I said, some are demonically possessed, if you want to call it that. Some have ill will intentions. Now, let me tell you something. I never met this person in my life that, whether this is a painting or some type, I don't know that for sure. But what I'm saying to you, I don't know this person that I'm introducing, that I did a collaboration with on my TikTok. I never talked to this person. I possibly like their post, but I don't know this person personally. I really want to know where this person gets this information. So I'm going to look up, what is it? Medulla oblongata, if I'm pronouncing it right. I'm going to look that up, because I like my tribe, my people has to come through more. Like I'm welcoming that positivity. I'm welcoming that high vibrational energy. I'm welcoming the spirit of love, protection, and favor, abundance. I'm welcoming that. Don't shy away from me, because we need that stimulation sometimes. People, they talk a talk and say, well, she got to be by herself. She should be by herself. You should be by yourself. You should be by yourself when you don't know how to treat somebody else. Because it's very therapeutic to be stimulated. I'm not tired. Like that song say, I've been running for the Lord for a long time. I ain't got tired yet. What that means to me is that I haven't given my energy to everybody and their mama. I'm not tired. My energy is going to enlighten my lover. And I speak on that, not to force a man to be with me, because I don't have to. I'm not paying for anybody to be with me. I don't want anybody for their money. I was watching one woman on her platform, and she's kind of somewhat ungrateful. She talks to her, people like that's in her, surroundings like she hasn't said what she said and it's recorded. Like you posted on your platform. And men are, for some, are gravitating towards these types of women all day because of her aesthetics, if I'm saying it right, her outside. Just to find out that the women that they deal with ain't no good. And I'm gonna say this and end it. I know I'm a lot of long-winded. I would never, because I had this happen to me. This will not happen again. Every man is not like this. I'm not focused on it, but for the awareness, I'm going to speak on it because these entities, this mindset is real. Certain men and women will do things viciously, maliciously, when they have no idea that you've always been there for them. Because of the sick thinking that they have or addiction of thinking and people that they are around, they are easily to be persuaded in thinking. I know because I was raised around this. So if by me being in a relationship in my past, which I'm not focused on it, certain men and women would find out who you know. They will go towards your family, female. If you're in a relationship with a man, he will go towards your sisters or your cousins or females that's in your family and try to start a relationship or try to create chaos. Then you have men and women that when you're warning them and telling them about certain things because of their pettiness of how they think, and you're saying, this person is not for you. This person is like, you want that man to help you, but that man doesn't see, or that woman to help you spiritually. And no one needs to tell me I don't need any man or woman to help me. I can help myself. I've been known that. But when you're overloaded with certain things, this is life, good or bad, whether you're a good or bad person, intentions are good or bad. A lot of people go through this. And especially when you're dealing with things and you're by yourself. Sometimes you just want the stimulation. I've already been learned that everybody's communication is not the right communications. But sometimes you want to feel someone out, try to spirit by the spirit type. And you want them to guide you, give you advice. And when God has compelled you to speak to someone, to warn them about certain ones, what those individuals, what that man or woman would do that has been in a relationship with you or have broken up with you or you've broken up with them out of spite, when you're trying to warn them, they have to find out the hard way by trying to date these certain types of people. Instead of working on their healing, being alone so they can reunite with you, they break the connection. I'm not stuck on anybody. I'm going to let you know that. I'm being compelled to speak. Not because I'm trying to convince. A lot of things that people talk about on their platform that's trying to get a message out to me, I'm not paying you no attention. I know who God is guiding me to. And I know who's who. I'm not impressed. I'm not afraid of any of y'all. You shouldn't be afraid of me. And you're gonna respect me because I respect you, period. Because that's what I give. So just, constantly keep healing and loving yourself. Don't let this evil world, don't let this negative world, don't let this low vibrational world change your pure heart. Don't listen to people that's speaking a negative or a low vibrational content in your life. Verbal, don't let them speak a verbal low vibrationalness in your life. We go through our ups and downs. As long as you're learning that you're purging yourself, getting everything that you need out, don't allow people to judge you because you have moments. So for some, a lot of people have tried to block the connections of counseling, family, lovers. A lot of people have communicated with other people to try to block. But I guarantee you, they will not succeed. You will go far. You will accomplish what you need to accomplish. Why? Because you took the time to do the work. You did not cheat yourself through it. Be encouraged. Peace, love, protection.